The Houston Rockets lose to the Los Angeles Lakers 112 to 108 in an overtime. I want to say thriller, but that would be me giving you the wrong adjective there. It was an overtime disaster. And so what I thought I would do here is I'm going to take you from the moments where it started looking really good in the fourth quarter all the way up until the collapse that caused us to go to overtime, and then obviously the overtime period itself. Because as good as the Rockets were, I'm gonna say it's good because we had some good moments and we played well. Like Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., and Amin Thompson all rose to the occasion and played well. But I'm gonna be real, y'all are not here to watch Sengun and Amin highlights. Y'all are here to see what went wrong. So we're gonna focus mainly on that. So, like I said, man, let's start with the positives. And this, I mean, this is a positive, but there's really nothing to break down here other than the fact that Alperen Sengun just finally plays like a man. Also, if you want my full thoughts on like this game and the series itself, go check out the video I just recorded with Brad and friend of my Right Read podcast co-host DeAndre. So that's where we talk about like the game itself, just what we were feeling in that moment, and then obviously like what the future holds for this team. Because I would great to inform you, Rockets fans, if you think that this series is, I know there's still a game on Sunday. You go down 3-0, you lose the series. That's just common knowledge. It's over. We lost. So um, if you want like my thoughts on that, on like what to do in the series itself, different stuff like that, then like yeah, go check that video out. This video is strictly just gonna be what happened. And what happened is Alperen Sengun played like a man for the first time in the series. He played like a man. I mean, caught a real grenade by 3 seconds left to go on the clock when he catches it on the perimeter, and he has Jackson Hayes in front of him, and he just cooks him. And this right here is kind of what I was talking about in my previous videos when I was saying like I don't care if he's catching the ball in the perimeter or you know I don't care. I don't want to hear about the spacing. I don't want to hear about this, that, and the third. I believe Alperen Sengun is just simply better than Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton. So to me, it doesn't matter, what's going on. And I think that play right there just showed it. I mean, like I said, he caught a real grenade. Wasn't even in optimal position, optimal time on the shot clock. Like I said, he catches the ball like 3.6 seconds. Catches the ball, goes to work on a guy who is respectfully. I say it all the time. I think Jackson Hayes sucks. I know that you're supposed to respect your opponent now that we've lost, but I think Jackson Hayes sucks. And I think Alperen Sengun's very good. So guy who's very good should disrespect the guy who sucks. And he did that all night last night. This bucket being just as important as that. So let's look at the defensive possession from the Houston Rockets here. I think the Rockets played so much better down the stretch of this game. Well, let me rephrase. Up until the point where we lost it, right? Up until the point in the last 30 seconds, which man, when we get there, it's going to be a disaster. But I thought up until that moment, the Rockets actually played like much improved on both ends. This possession being one of them, right? One of the biggest reasons why the Rockets have been losing this series, outside of the million things that have been going wrong, is one of them is been the fact that we've just been dying on screens, right? Like I talked about a lot. Min Thompson, love him to death. He's a great defender. One of his weaknesses, surprisingly, is screen navigation. Reed Shepard's not that good of a defender, period, and he was honestly pretty bad defensively this game. And one of the areas where he struggles at, obviously, same thing there is screen nav, right? You look at a lot of times where the Rockets got scored on in this series, it was out of pick and roll opportunities where we had a ball handler attacking Shingun with a lob threat rolling with him. And it's like, well, now Shingun has to do a situation where he has to pick his poison. He has to pick, okay, do I commit to the ball handler? Do I commit to the lob threat? And then usually it's like he makes the wrong decision and there's we score. I'm sorry, they score somehow. And to be fair, that's not always Shingun's fault. But like that's a lot of times what we saw this series. Well, Tari Eason doesn't die on the screen. He fights through it. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't die here. So that's number one. As soon as Jackson Hayes is rolling to the basket, we're not asking Shingun to backpedal and stop both Jackson Hayes and LeBron James. Like Tari Eason's still connected here. So Shingun can kind of show here and then have enough time to get back and make sure Jackson Hayes like doesn't get a lob. And then look at this amazing contest wall up from Tari Eason here. Like that's textbook. I say all the time, like these superstars, the LeBrons, the KDs, the Lucas, like you really can't force them to miss. You can only make it difficult on them. They're gonna if they're gonna make a shot. I mean, we watched it last night. LeBron hit some incredibly tough shots that were well defended. We were practically fouling him at times, and he still made the shot. Like these guys, you can't force them to miss. There's no such thing as guarding LeBron. There's such thing as guarding KD, guarding Luke. All you can do is make it difficult on them, and that right there is an example of that. So good on Sorry for not dying on the screen and contesting the shot very well. So now we are in play the clock territory. We're 2 minutes 35 seconds up to you want to kind of drain some clock, get a really good look here because, like I said, the clock is your enemy just as much as the Lakers are at this point in time. You have a lead, you have control of the basketball and of the game at this moment in time. But the momentum's all on your side. This is a game where, like I said, you want the clock to go to zero. And so the Rockets kind of go slow here, wait a little minute, making some set of screen, right? Doesn't really take Reed doesn't really take the screen, drives to the basket, sees Jackson Hayes kind of collapse on the drive, right? So he doesn't really have anywhere to go here. He's getting surrounded. All right, just reset, pass the ball to my superstar. Like I've been saying all series long, and I said it earlier in this video, Jackson Hayes is a bum. And I regret to I say this because we did lose the series, but he's a bum. He's not good. We made this bum look good all series long, but he's not good. And I believe Alperen Şengün is the furthest thing from him. I think he's very good at basketball. So once again, very good at basketball versus a bum. This is what it should look like. Cook him. One on one, just fried him out. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we was hearing all this extra stuff about the spacing and about this, that, and the third, I'm like, man, I'm not hearing that. It's a bum on you. Go cook him. Go to work. That's beautiful basketball. So Reed Shepard gets blocked there by Jackson Hayes. Once again, made that bum look good. And then Marcus Smart, who was very intelligent and had an amazing game and an amazing series, he sees that he has Alperen Şengün trailing him as his defender. So he's like, look, I'm going to go ahead and hit the screen for LeBron so that he can get switched onto Alperen Şengün, right? That's what they want. They wanted LeBron to attack one of Alperen Şengün or Reed Shepard, right? So now we are 97-95, up 2 points, with about 7 seconds to go on the clock. This is huge. This is a very, like, you know what I'm saying, you get this stop here, man. You can go out there, you can score, you can start really like try to put this game away. So Alperen Şengün now is being tasked with on the perimeter guarding the opposing team's best player, who I believe is the greatest player of all time. I don't even think it's a debate personally, man. After what I watched this series at age 41 from this dude right here, is the greatest player of all time, man. It's nobody better than this. Um, but yeah, this is what we're asking him to do right now. And why, once again, I wasn't hearing anything about Shingun's defense and this and the third. I know he's better than what he showed us in games one and games two. This right here is what proves it. Stays in front of it, continues to drive, forces a stumble, forces a turnover. That's good, Shingun. It's not always going to be pretty. We're not asking you to go out there and be Draymond Green. We're not asking you to go out there and just be a deep boy candidate, but compete. Compete on that end. Have some pride on that end. That's what that was him embracing the challenge. You notice he didn't say, "Hey, somebody come help me." There's a lot of guys in the league in that scenario. They would start looking to the left, to the right. Hey, who gonna come help me? Somebody come get this guy off of me. Shingun said, "Nah, bro. I'm a nut up. I'm gonna go get him." And I respect that. That's one thing I said a lot in my video. Breaking down just not the game, but the series as a whole. I respected the way that Alperen Şengün and Min Thompson and Jabari Smith Jr. just embraced competition in this pivotal moment of the series. I respected that. And this possession right here kind of shows that. And then the best part about Alperen Şengün getting that very crucial stop is he runs the court right. LeBron is, I don't know, was he complaining to the refs? Let me go see. What happened here? Is he down? Yeah, he's down. Needs to get back. Look at him wiping his face. Right? Şengün says, "Well, you know what? I'll just sprint then, since he's gonna, say take a sweet time. I'll sprint here, run full speed to the basket, Euro step." That's really a foul, by the way, ref. And that's another issue I have. Just side tangent. Bro, he was getting fouled all night in the clutch and for sure in overtime. Like, they were fouling him repeatedly. And the refs did not blow the whistle at all, right? But same thing there. Like I said, if LeBron's gonna take his sweet time, get up the court, well, you know what? I'm young, I'm athletic, run full court, great pass read. Once again, Jackson Hayes is a bump. That's such a foul, bro. I'm watching that again. I mean, that's such a foul. Goodness gracious. But Jackson Hayes is a bum. I can make these type of shots. Once again, this is what that's why Shane throwing his hands up like that's a foul. Look at him bleeding. But yeah, once again, Hayes is a bum. And this is what it's supposed to look like. You're supposed to fry a bum. So good stuff, Shingo. All right, so you were up 99-95, 4 points with about 50 seconds left to go. There's about three, maybe four possessions left for both teams in this game period, or it. Let me rephrase that. It should be, because there's 24 seconds on the shot clock. Once again, 50 seconds total in the game, right? So you really got about three, maybe four possessions left to go. In the arena, I was sitting like over here somewhere. I said that the Rockets were in, I think I tweeted it as well. I was like, they are in stop and a basket territory, and we can pretty much seal this one away. Right. If you get a stop here, take the ball on the court and score, you go up by 6. By the time you do that, it'll probably be maybe about 30 seconds left to go on the clock, maybe a little bit less. Like you pretty much have won the game, right? Stop in a basket territory. So what did the Rockets do? Inbound the ball to LeBron. Jackson Hayes comes set the screen, right? The good news is because Amin Thompson was guarding Jackson Hayes, right? It's pretty easy that like they can just switch this, right? We don't have to try to fight through screens here. Tari and Amin can just simply pass that off. There's no mismatch here for LeBron or Jackson Hayes to exploit. Both these guys are good defenders, good versatile defenders, right? So we can switch that, right? He throws this LeBron throws this steamer to Luke Kennard, which Şengün just completely picks off and takes the ball coast to coast, dunks it. Let me watch that again. All right, that's just beautiful, Şengün. Way to compete on defense. When he did this, I said we won. I was like, oh my gosh, we just won. Like it's over. Like we just won the game. The series is 2-1. We got one more home game. Let's go back, go up 2-2, go to LA, win a game on the road, and now we're in a position where we can win this game at home. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, this is it. We finally did it. Like, obviously being down 2-1 to the team is pretty embarrassing, but like just win. We're in just win territory. That's my first thing to say when you were in, when things are not looking good. Just win. And I thought we had just won. Boy, was I wrong. So Alperen Şengün gets that amazing transition dunk over LeBron James off the steal. LeBron immediately runs up the court and tries to challenge Alperen Şengün. Şengün says, "Nah, man, I'm ready for that. Contest that weak jumper." That was great defense from Alperen Şengün on back-to-back possessions. Way to compete on the defensive end. Unfortunately, this right here is where it all goes wrong for the Houston Rockets. I need them to update it. There we go. Scoreboard 101 to 95. Right, we secure a defensive rebound right here, right now, right? The game should be over. You are up 6 points, which is two full possessions. Mind you, the Lakers could go down and hit two threes, and that would only tie the game. And mind you, if you played the possession battle the correct way, that shouldn't even be possible. They shouldn't lose. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even have the opportunity for them to hit two threes. So this possession right here is one of like the microcosms of why this team is just so bad. Because number one, if you're Ime Udoka, I like the fact that you did go defense offense here. A lot of people don't like the defense offense or offense defense subs. I'm not one of those people. I understand why you do it. And with all due respect to this man right here, Reed Shepard, he's been bad, like horrendous this series defensively. He's been very, very bad. So like I get in a moment where you need a stop, right? Like I said, we were stop in bucket territory from winning the game. When you need that stop, I understand saying, hey, go sit down for me. I'm gonna put in a guy like Jay Sean Tate who is a bit more defensively slanted to ensure we get a stop. But what I said in the arena when I was watching this game and I saw they put Jay Sean Tate and I'm not gonna say I grimaced a little bit, but it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to stop, but Tate's been pretty bad this series. What I said was, is the second we get this rebound, we get this stop, I don't care. Call a timeout, Ime, and put Reed back in the game. Set something up, right? Let's not play around. Put Reed back in the game. We don't do that. We didn't call a timeout. So that's strike number one of this possession is we didn't call a timeout. So that one's on Ime. We have two timeouts left. You can't go home with them anyways. This is the exact time you want to use it, bro. Call a timeout here, put Reed back in the game. Liam saying, let's go down there. And if nothing else, just run the clock. A 24-second violation is a lot better than what happens next. So that's strike number one. Strike number two is because Reed Shepard's on the bench, and I love him in Thompson to death, but I'm gonna put strike number two. I think him and Ime got to share this one, right? You are the point guard, right? That is the role that we gave you this season. We said you were gonna play point guard for us this year with no Fred VanVleet. And the other guy on the team who was semi-equipped to run point guard and Reed Shepard is on the bench. So the only guy out right now whose job it is to play point guard is Amin Thompson. Everybody and their mom knows if you get a defensive rebound in crunch time like this, who should the ball go to? It's supposed to go to your point guard. It's supposed to go to your floor general, your best decision maker. Like if James Harden is here, go watch the Cavaliers play in the playoffs, right? If they're ever in a moment where they're up six with 34 seconds left to go look at where James Harden is when his teammate gets a defensive rebound. He's not going to do what Amin Thompson does here, right? Just kind of run away from the basketball. No, bro. Go to Jay Sean Tate. Say, nah, big dog, give me the pill. Like, and he passed to Jabari, same thing here. No, Jabari, give me the ball. That's what James Harden would do. That's what Chris Paul would do. That's what all these other like actual good point guards, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, come give me the ball. With all due respect to Jay Sean Tate and Jabari Smith Jr., Neither of you guys are the type of guys who should be dribbling the basketball in this type of scenario. Come give me the ball if I'm Amin Thompson, right? So mistake number two is on Amin Thompson. Go get the basketball, bro. Strike number two, didn't go get the basketball. So now what we're in a position of is I have Jabari Smith Jr., who on his scouting report when he was being drafted, ball handling was like at the top of his weaknesses, right? You have a guy who his scouting report weaknesses, dribbling a basketball, bringing the ball across half court in a must-win do or die moment. Once again, Ime Udoka, why is your other ball handler who actually could kind of release some of this pressure? Why is he watching from the bench? Why is my point guard, the guy who's supposed to play point guard for my team, why are you not coming to get this basketball? And why is the guy who, once again, ball handling is his weakness? That's one thing he's not good at. Why is he handling the ball in this clutch moment where, respectfully, we get the ball across half court? This game is over with. You know what I'm saying? Jabari is so spooked and scared and has no faith in his handle. Look what he does. Just throws this steamer in the air, and Marcus Smart just steals it. It's ridiculous. This is truly ridiculous, man. That shouldn't be possible. This shouldn't happen. Grab a defensive rebound. That's great. Great defensive stop from Alperen Şengün. I'm in. Go get the ball. Ime, call a timeout. Jabari, don't do this. I mean, my lord. And if you think it like the possession from hell stops with this Jabari turnover, no, it doesn't stop here. Because now Jayshawn Tate fouls Marcus Smart, who has been shooting pretty well from three on the series, I would imagine. This ain't a three-point shooter, dude. This ain't Luke Kennard. This ain't Austin Reeves. This ain't Luka Doncic. This is Marcus Smart, who I'm pretty sure did not even shoot league average from three this season. You just fouled a guy who shot below league average from three on the season from three on three. They have three free throws now with 25 seconds left to go on the clock to put them down just one possession. And unfortunately, now you're no longer in stop in a basket territory because you just gave them three. Right? You go down that court. It should still be over, obviously, because you're up three with 25 seconds left. You know what I'm saying? You kind of run the clock out. They'll be forced to foul you at a certain point in time. But now your job's a bit more difficult than it had to be. So we call a timeout, advance the basketball. Operation Shingun was the inbounder. Right? Once again, we were up three with 25 seconds to go. Really, all you have to do here is get the ball in bounds and then get across half court. And honestly, you can just hold the ball. You can bear hug the basketball and force the Lakers to foul you. Take a violation if you have to. Like anything but what we did here would have been fine. We get reach up with the basketball in the backcourt. It's a great little screen action. We got once again they put Reed back on the court. There's somebody who we expect to play point guard as a ball handler. We expect him to be able to handle several moments, right? But because Reed Shepard didn't play at all for us for the most part in the regular season, he was a bench piece who didn't have a consistent role. Sometimes he started like close towards the end of the season. He started, but the majority of the season he was a guy who like barely played in the rotation. He's not really well equipped for these moments. Just being honest with you, he's not, and it's not because I think he's the worst player of all time. It's like, dude, if you throw a wolf into the fire, you know what I'm saying? You throw this dude out there to just kind of fend for himself when you haven't really instilled any confidence in him at any point in time this season. I mean, you get stuff like this. This is, you know what I'm saying? These are the reps that we should have got in the regular season when it didn't matter. Right? We should have lived with him with these growing pains then. We're getting these growing pains in the playoffs because we didn't play this guy. We didn't develop him the way you're supposed to. So this is what happens, right? LeBron full court presses him. Rui kind of seems like somewhat of a trap. And honestly, man, this should have been right here pass to Alpi. And Reed said this in his post game presser. He overthought it. He overthought it. Should right here when Rui Hachimura commits to you, pass this ball to Alperen Şengün. Let's you know what I'm saying. Let's get that ball across half court. Maybe by then someone can come get the ball because I respectfully Alpi for as good as he is, I kind of don't want him taking clutch free throws for us. So like maybe by then somebody can come get the ball from him. But whatever, right? Anything is better than what we did. Instead of getting this ball to Alperen Şengün, like I said, Reek, he's looking at this defender, these two defenders, right? He's trying to split a double team. And love him to death, turns the ball over, gets back tapped. As a point guard, that cannot happen. You cannot get back tapped. You just can't, right? Turn the ball over. Marcus Smart outlets the ball to LeBron James. All right, it's a 3-on-2 fast break for the Houston Rockets. So Amin very wisely cuts off the basket, right? Because the easiest shot, the highest quality shot they can get here is right at the rim, uncontested. So Amin cuts that off. So now Alperen Şengün is being tasked with splitting LeBron and Luke Kennard in transition. And I'm gonna be real, man. Luke Kennard, real sniper. You do have the hard close out here, right? This is somebody who You know what I'm saying? If you leave him open, he will make this shot. So he hard closes up to Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard swings the ball back to LeBron. Look at this. I mean, Alp is in an impossible defensive position here. Impossible. And I mean, just an incredible shot from LeBron James. Just an incredible. I mean, once again, man, I said it. I said it in the video. Houston sports. We just find ways to lose. We were just up six with 24 seconds to go, and now it's a tie game. And we blew that in what 11 seconds. They went on a 6-0 run in 11 seconds, and a game that was all but over with is now. I mean, we're gonna have a possession to score, but it's at its OT. So here's our final play, man. This is what we drew up out of the timeout. And to be fair, I want to say Shingun said that the play they were going to run out of the timeout got blown up here somehow, some way. So don't fact check me on that, but I want to say that's what he said because I was a little perplexed that the play we went to was an Alperen Shingun ISO with this far away. Like we didn't try to set anything up. We didn't try to do anything here. It was just like, all right, we're gonna just have Shingun ISO top of the key, come get a screen, right? Yeah, not the world's best look there. Not the world's best look. Um, but yeah, to OT we go. In real time, I was actually 100% confident LeBron just gamed us right here. Like I was like, yeah, we just lost, but fortunately he missed. Overtime we go. First Rockets possession on overtime, dribble handoff with Reed Shepard, right? This has to be a pass right back. We have to when DeAndre Ayton commits here, this has to be a pass. And I understand Marcus Smart's lurking. Throw that ball with enough velocity into this area, Shingun's gonna run right and catch it. Marcus Smart should not be able to get back here, right? But we didn't. We didn't throw that pass. Reed wasn't comfortable making that pass. So now he has a mismatch. Shingun has a mismatch. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Reed drives the basketball. Gets walled up. Doesn't really run into anything. This is just bad. So now he's throw this crazy like out of control pass to Alperen Shingun, who, to be fair, is being fouled here. Right. This is a foul. Aiden has his left hand completely grabbing Alperen Shingun. This is a foul. Um, but LeBron comes and strips it, and they couldn't determine who had the basketball, so they call it jump ball here. So remember when I say Reed Shepard was horrendous for the Rockets defensively in this game? I mean, love him to death, but the kid did not have a good 3-point shooting game, and when you're not shooting the ball well, unfortunately he's not prepared to play point guard in do or die moments, right? That's another thing too. When people are talking about we don't need Fred because we got Reed, I'm like, man, you are underestimating how crazy it is to ask a guy who's essentially in his first year getting minutes, let alone, I mean, even discount the first year. It's his second season in the NBA. Expecting him to be ready for high leverage moments consistently is not being realistic. Let's put it like that. So beyond that fact, right? Like I said, he's a defensive liability. And so when you're not making shots and you're not prepared, as you're supposed to be offensively, I mean, you have to ask yourself, what are you providing? And because he gets cross-matched onto LeBron James here, and the Houston Rockets are like, look, they're under no circumstances can we have LeBron James go one-on-one with Reed Shepard. I mean, Reed's just gonna get blown by here, get bodied up. I mean, this is the freest basket LeBron will have all night. So Min says, nah, bro, this is overtime. This is the playoffs. I can't leave my guy to die like that. So he goes in doubles, right? He forces LeBron to pass it. So now Luke Kennard is wide open. Alperen Şengün very smartly sees that and says, "Let me close out here. Let me get here." So now they swing the ball one more to Rui Hachimura. So now Jabari Smith Jr. Number one is very smart. He tagged DeAndre Ayton on the roll, so that option didn't go. Didn't that wasn't available. And then he sprints out to Marcus Smart. What cannot happen here is, and I love Reed to death. I love Reed to death, but he has to instinctively know this isn't my rotation, right? And I need Tari to know. I mean, Tari makes a decision. He just makes it a little bit too late. But Reed can't go pick up DeAndre Ayton, right? Because we're going from one mismatch in LeBron James to another mismatch in DeAndre Ayton. His mindset should have been instead of pilling for DeAndre Ayton, it should have been pilling for Marcus Smart. That's where he should have went. He should have went to Marcus Smart, and Tari should have been the one to go get DeAndre Ayton. But what happens is Reed goes to DeAndre Ayton, right, like an idiot, and Tari is like, "Oh, wait, am I guarding this guy? Am I guarding that guy?" No, Tara, you're where you're supposed to be. Reed shouldn't be here, right? Reed should be here. So they just throw this amazing skip pass, right? And now Tari has to sprint back out to Marcus Smart, where this should just be covered because Reed should just be here, catch and shoot three. And so number one, the play it all breaks down from number one, Reed being a defensive liability. That all the rotations and what I'm saying, quick time decisions the Rockets have to make, it all starts because He got cross matched onto LeBron James. So that's on Reed. But then same thing is when you do get cross matched, when we do go into scramble mode, like respectfully, Reed, you can't be the one to go get DeAndre Ayton. Because what are you gonna do? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do here, bro? What's gonna happen here? This has to be instant. Jabari has to go get out there. Tar needs to go here. Reed needs to go here. Protect yourself, Reed, and help us help you. Because if you sprint in here, now we can't even help you help us. You know what I'm saying? Now Tari's in no man's land. Because I'm gonna be real. If Tari doesn't make this, guess what the Lakers do? They just dump the ball to DeAndre Ayton. And now DeAndre Ayton is in the post with Reed Shepard. We get scored on no matter what. It's just bad, man. Just bad. So Jabari Smith Jr. actually had it going. So this isn't, I guess, the worst shot in the world for a guy who was offensively pretty good for the most part. He got to a spot, rose up, not really didn't take contest. Not the world's worst shot, but he missed it. And I mean, I'd kind of prefer a higher quality shot than a pull up Jabari mid range. But because I won't harp too much on it because he actually was pretty good for us yesterday. So fairs. And actually, I wanna take it back real quick. I'm gonna take it back to when Jabari misses 'cause something happens that I want to point out. That Luke Kennard gets the defensive rebound. Look at what LeBron James does. He says, "No, give me the basketball." That's what it looks like when you're the floor general of a team. You don't let the role player bring the ball to the court in a crucial moment. You say, "No, I'm the point guard. Give me the basketball." So number one, like that's the difference right there. Is having a guy who has the balls to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. But number two, right back to the Reed Shepard sells on defense film, right? Rui Hachimura just sprints back and gets Reed Shepard on him, puts him in the post. Respectfully, Reed just is just a complete liability out there defensively right now. There's just nothing he can do about this. He's too small, too strong. I mean, yeah, too not strong enough. LeBron throws an amazing entry pass to Rui Hachimura. Reed Shepard is just fried food. Can't do nothing about it. Has to foul. So that's 2 points for the Lakers. Fortunately, Rui Hachimura did miss his first free throw, so now we're back in the half court set. Shingun gets the basketball from Amin Thompson. We're going to fade this little handoff action that we do a lot, right? Where they'll kind of get the ball to Amin on the pitch back and he'll just sprint right to the basket, right? We faked that, didn't like the look. That's fine, right? Now we're going to run a dribble handoff with Reed Shepard. Good screen from Shingun. Good re-screen from Shingun, right? He drops the basketball. Marcus Smart says, I don't care about Shingun, right? And Shingun pops out instead of rolling, so that's fine, right? Reed has drawn two defenders, passes the ball back to Alperen Shingun. Now we have a mismatch, right? Now we say we got Alperen Shingun being guarded by Marcus Smart. This is what we want. This is, so this is he's not being guarded by this big anymore. This is a real mismatch in favor of Alperen Shingun, right? Spin move, go to work, Euro step. That's beautiful, man. That's what it looks like. That is what it looks like, bro. That's what a superstar does, Alperen Shingun. Congratulations. So now we are back on defense. We need a stop here. Need a stop in the biggest way possible. LeBron gets the basketball. DeAndre Ayton sees, oh, I have Shingun on me. Let me go set this screen because, like I said, the Lakers were just trying to attack both Reed and Shingun. But what I respect about Alperen Shingun, once again, he embraces this challenge, right? He's fine with the switch. Jabari switches it and gets DeAndre Ayton. Shingun steps up to embrace the challenge, right? You don't see him running from this. You don't see him looking left, looking right. Let me somebody come save me. He says, no, I got this. This is now the third consecutive time where they try to hunt LeBron on Shingun, and Shingun locks it up. That's textbook defense, Shingun. That is like you cannot contest this shot any better than what Shingun is. I want to replay that real quick before I show y'all what disastrous happens after this. But you cannot contest this shot any better than this. This is textbook, man. That is textbook. That is textbook. Cannot contest it any better than what we did right here, right? But one, Reed did not box out. Didn't box out, right? Let's move around it one more time. Look at this. Reed's on Rui Hachimura, kind of just playing this gap. He does not box out. You're saying, considering you're not going to be a threat to grab this rebound, dude, do us all a favor and put your butt on the defender. Pause. Or on the offensive player. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Box him out. Doesn't box him out. So now Ruby gets an offensive rebound, kicks it out. Right now, with the Rockets are in scramble mode. Now we're in scramble mode, right? My man has the hard close out there. It's hard to hard close out here. Rui gets the basketball in the corner. Reed has the hard close out, right? Passes back because Tari has to go help out Reed, who's all the way in the bench right now. Marcus Smart passes to Amin Thompson with the close out there. So now Jabari runs out. Right now, Tari sprints out to LeBron. This is great scramble. The ball goes back to Rui Hachimura. And for some odd reason, Reed Shepard is playing so far away from Rui. So now when he closes out, Rui blows right by him. So now this is another possession where Reed Shepard, being a defensive liability, has cost us. So we're gonna get the ball to Alperen Şengün here, right? Got the ball to Alperen Şengün. He has DeAndre Ayton on him in the post. Remember when I made that video? I think it was the last film study where everybody was mad at me in the comments because I said that I needed him to be better, independent of team context. That I didn't care who was guarding him. I needed him to be better. This is what that looks like, man. Because this is a superstar shot. He is being fouled here. I want to acknowledge that this is a foul. DeAndre Ayton is all up in his landing space. This is a foul. And despite that, despite the negative spacing and Ime being an idiot of a head coach, he still hooped. That's why I wasn't accepting game one and game two. Because I knew that wasn't a good performance. I knew he was better than what he showed us in that game. You know what I'm saying? That's a foul, by the way, ref. Please protect my basketball player. So, funny enough, man, we're going to have another possession where LeBron James says, I'm going to attack Alperen Şengün. And we have another possession where Alperen Şengün wins the match. He wins this matchup, man. Locks up LeBron here, right? And this is a great weak side contest from Jabari. Way to get there, go completely vertical. I'm gonna show that again real quick. Jabari goes vertical. This is great from both Şengün and Jabari. This is great defense. And I don't know if y'all peeped it, how Amin when he got that corner, because the corner kick was the read if it wasn't what happened here. So this is great defense from the team. Got a rebound. What are we gonna do? We're pushing the ball in transition. Reed Shepard, man. I love you, bro. We don't even got numbers here. We don't have numbers. There's four Lakers close to the basket than any Rockets offensive player. This is not good. This is not good, man. That can't happen. And I actually don't understand what the refs are looking at right now. I mean, LeBron was clearly out of bounds there. I don't know. But whatever. We get the offensive rebound, kick it up top, get the ball to Şengün where we want it to be. This is a mismatch. This is what we want. Right? Go to work, Şengün. Foul. It's all good though. It's all good, man. So the Lakers try to take advantage of LeBron on Reed here, right? They see oh, mind you, we lost the jump ball. I should have mentioned that first. We lose the jump ball, right? They get a switch. Reed's not guarding LeBron. Mark Smart's like, nah, bro, go attack that. And Bree actually contested pretty well, but we make the mistake of not putting a body on Marcus Smart. Tari Eason's ball watching. And I mean, to be somewhat fair, Reed has LeBron on him. So, like, I get why you're paying some extra attention to this because this is a clear mismatch. You want to be prepared to go help if you have to. Because just being honest here, you probably were going to have to. If there was a little bit more time on the clock and Jabbar, Lord have mercy, if LeBron does not settle for this crazy shot, you probably would have to go help there. So yeah, no one puts a body on Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart was so good for the Lakers this series, dude. So Marcus Smart hits two free throws, 109, 105. This is as crucial of a moment as there ever will be. This right here has to end up as a basket. What do the Rockets do? Min Thompson gets this screen from Tari Eason, get Luke Kennard on him. Right, this is a matchup that we should favor. Right, Min was really good. Luke Kennard's on a good defender. He's not strong enough to guard. We like this. Right, but what happens is Rui Hachimura says, "Yeah, I actually don't care. I'm not gonna let you go 1-on-1. I'm gonna go gap this." So now Tari Eason is above the break, and this is one of those moments where, and I hate to pick on Tari Eason, but this is one of the moments that kind of shows one of the flaws of the Houston Rockets. Any other NBA player catches this, this is a shot. This is the playoffs. This is, I mean, like, I think the biggest misconception is that in the playoffs, you're supposed to get easy offense. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. This is a good look for the playoffs. But Tari Eason is not comfortable. He's not comfortable shooting the basketball, period. But he's especially not comfortable shooting the ball above the break. Where he does shoot them is usually in the corners. We don't have that many guys who shoot above the break threes. Like, think about that for a second. How many guys on this team shoot above the break threes? It's just Kevin Durant and Reed Shepard. It's just Kevin Durant and Reed Shepard. And Katie's out and Reed's off. You know what I'm saying? So, like, now we're left with a roster full of guys who pump fake ghosts on open threes. I was in the arena. I literally screamed, Tari, shoot the ball. You're open. And if Tarek can't be trusted to make this shot, I mean, the saxophones are playing. If this is a shot that we cannot expect our 3 and D wing to take and make, the saxophones are playing, bro. So he pump fakes a ghost, gets the ball to Jabari, and I think Jabari just panics here. He just panics because we have 11 seconds on the shot clock. This is the shot you take when there's 3 seconds left. He panics, takes a bad shot, and it was at this moment that I knew we just lost the game. You can see the look of reality setting in here for Jabari Smith Jr. Yeah, y'all just lost the game, and you just lost the series. Your series is over. Your season's over. Um, that was it, man. So took y'all through what went wrong there. You can kind of see a lot of it. I won't say my general assumption or conclusion from rewatching this with you guys. Um, I'll let y'all form that conclusion down below. Y'all let me know what y'all saw, man. Because like I said, I don't even want to be the one to say it. Y'all let me know what y'all saw down below. Um, yeah, like I said, go check out the previous podcast for my full thoughts on like what needs to happen this summer and like I said, my immediate reaction to the game. This is more just breaking down what happened. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't even got the words for y'all Rockets fans. I really don't. I have nothing for you. Um, don't let this. Actually, I do have something for you. Don't let this team ruin your weekend, man. Y'all worked all hard all week, went to school hard all week. You got Saturday, Sunday is probably gonna be our season over with. Don't let this team ruin your weekend, man. Go enjoy yourself. Go have fun. Go be with your friends. Go be with your family, people who love you, because the Rockets don't love you. Um, and with that, I will see y'all Sunday. Yeah, at the very least, there's one more film study that we can have. I will break down what happened, what went right, what didn't go right on Sunday. I can't pretend I'll be enthusiastic about it because the series is over, but I'll be here. I'll break it down. And should we force a game 5? I'll break that one down too. And I'll keep breaking down the games until the Rockets don't play anymore. But unfortunately, the series is over. Our season is over. We're not gonna be the first one to come back down 3-0. So yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys learned something. And I'll see y'all on Monday.